What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Triple H breaks silence on Edge, John Cena leaving WWE, CM Punk's WWE Tease, Cody Rhodes liaising between WWE and AEW, new member for Bobby Lashley's faction, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, Wrestlelamia Shorts. Now I'll say the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at Triple H breaking his silence on Edge's WWE departure. Now, our top story today takes a look at last night's WWE Fastlane press conference, and the head of WWE Creative Triple H had some interesting comments to make when it came to Edge. As we all know, Edge officially departed WWE last week and opted to sign for AEW. Edge has gone into detail as to why he made the call to jump ship, but from WWE side, no official comments have been made, but that was until last night. During the post-Fastlane press conference, the game Triple H was outright asked about Edge's WWE exit, and Triple H offered a logical yet professional response. Time was right for him and time was right for us. I think he had an amazing send-off here. I think he had felt like he had done what he had to do, and we felt, you're right. I think he said it the other day that there's no animosity here. He's doing what's right for him and his family, and I'm happy for him. I'm very, very happy for him. I sent him that in a message. I'm happy for him. I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him. This has got to be right for you. It's a grind, and if any opportunity is better for them, great. That's wonderful. But the machine doesn't stop for anyone, right? We're just going to continue to grow, and we're going to continue to do what we do. Edge, who now wrestles under his real name of Adam Copeland in AEW, looks set to feud with his best friend Christian. Edge has stated that he wants to end his career alongside his best friend in AEW and hopefully have a number of first-time matches along the way, including matches against Kenny Omega and Samoa Joe. Next up, AEW hosting a major match. Now, speaking of Edge, a ton of young AEW talent have spoken out about how excited they are to work with the WWE Hall of Famer, and even talents that Edge worked in the past seem elated that Edge is all elite. Edge's former rival Matt Hardy discussed Edge's AEW debut on his Extreme Life of Matt Hardy podcast, and Hardy claimed that it's inevitable that AEW book one more showdown between the Hardy Boys and Edge and Christian. I pretty much feel that it's inevitable when you say that, but like you said, we're a long way away. I mean, you have to remember that Edge is such a huge deal on his own. I think that Adam Copeland and Christian Cage still have a lot of stuff to do on their own. I think down the road they'll obviously will reunite and reconcile. They'll figure things out one way or the other, and then we'll be back together. The two iconic teams had an acclaimed rivalry during the Attitude Era, and despite the four men being considerably older, the match would no doubt draw a lot of attention from Attitude fans. Would you guys be interested in seeing one more match between Edge and Christian versus the Hardy Boys? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, FTR leaving AEW. And despite Fastlane dominating social media discourse last night, one news story from AEW managed to draw the attention of the fanbase. On AEW Collision, FTR dropped the AEW tag titles to Ricky Starks and Big Bill. This was a surprising outcome, but nobody expected the match to be a total squash. Fans were then quick to question why Tony Khan was outright squashing one of his most popular tag teams, and Dax Harwood's tweets following the match led to speculation that they could be exiting the company. What a run. Love you all. Top guys out. An hour later, Harwood followed the tweet by stating that FTR weren't going to go anywhere. Guys, I say top guys out all the time. We ain't going anywhere. This is our home. Thankfully, the always reliable Fightful Select came in with a follow-up report clearing the situation up when it comes to their AEW status. FTR are signed to AEW until roughly 2027, and we're told that things have been fine between them and AEW of late. Originally, FTR vs Young Bucks has been discussed for AEW Full Gear, but doesn't appear to be in the cards. There were some ears perked up regarding CM-FTR being trademarked by Dax Harwood, but several sources pointed out that FTR could use the name outside of AEW or in New Japan Pro Wrestling. FTR have been on top of their trademark since before leaving WWE. There's been speculation that Cash could be injured after it appeared so in his match last week at WrestleDream, and since he didn't take offense tonight, we're not confirmed that as of yet. Next up, John Cena confirms WWE exit. The extended run that John Cena has been on has been a delight to watch, but Cena confirmed last night during the Fastlane post-show press conference that Hollywood wants him back, and once his latest run is over, he'll return to his acting career. They do want me back in Hollywood. I made it perfectly clear that you can't do both because of the liability insurance, and if I was trying to juggle both, then that would be selfish, because I would put a lot of people out of work if something happened to me. So yes, I stopped the project I was in. I can't even talk about what the project was because of the strike, and we're in the middle of it. So as soon as I can get back to work, I get back to work. I don't control any of that, just crossing my fingers to hope that they can figure that out. In the meantime, I came back to help with my family. Luckily, we still have several weeks of Cena left in WWE, and he is even expected to work the Crown Jewel event in November. Also during the press conference, the greatest of all time was rather honest about his latest performance at Fastlane, and Cena believes that he has some figuring out to do and he needs to function at the level he did previously. Next up, Cody Rhodes shoots on liaising with AEW. Now, it's no secret that Cody Rhodes being in WWE was a big reason as to why Jade Cargill jumped ship. Due to Rhodes' friendships with other key names in AEW, there have been rumors that WWE may utilize Rhodes to sign up AEW's biggest stars. However, appearing on the press conference, Rhodes discussed Cargill's WWE signing, and he outright stated that he has no plans to be the official liaison between the two companies. I'm just very proud now the work begins. There's a mindset here that WWE did not exist. Maybe it did and I didn't notice it, but it didn't exist when I was here the first time, and it is the most team-minded group that I've ever seen as far as the show comes together. This is an individual business, it's tricky, it's political, it's show business. That team mindset we have has just proven to be so fruitful. Now I just hope she can rise to the challenge and occasion. I think for sure she'll be able to. Now it's not going to be my job to be the liaison from my former peers or whomever. I would hope everyone does what's right for them. It's what's right for you. Next up, Bobby Lashley's stable adding a new member. Now, even though Bobby Lashley's new stable suffered a huge loss last night at Fastlane, it still looks like WWE has major plans for the faction. In fact, according to Fightful Select, WWE were considering adding new members to the group, with Odyssey Jones being one of the names in consideration. This summer, Bobby Lashley added the Street Profits to its ranks, with Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins changing their personas and approach. Fightful Select learned that they aren't the only talent that have been discussed for the faction, as Odyssey Jones was brought up recently in conversations about potentially joining. Jones hasn't wrestled in nearly a month since India's Superstar Spectacle, but completely vanished from WWE TV after being drafted to Raw earlier this year. However, he's worked a number of dark matches on the SmackDown brand. Do you think Jones will be a good fit for the faction? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, CM Punk declares a truce with WWE. Earlier today, CM Punk posted an interesting story to his Instagram page. The story sees a panel from the 80s Marvel comic where Iron Man declares a truce with his arch-rival Dr. Doom, a sign that Punk has put the past issues with WWE behind him, and is Punk finally ready to make his WWE comeback? Next up, when is Jade Cargill's in-ring debut for WWE? Jade Cargill made her first official WWE appearance last night at Fastlane, and Triple H was asked during the post-Fastlane press conference when fans can expect to see her make her in-ring debut. This is the thing, I'm more patient for stuff like this. Her ability in her rise has been incredibly quick. This is a different system. This is a different level of everything. What doesn't exist elsewhere exists here. It's a chance for her to learn at a different level and get to a different place. It's just the way it is. One thing I've learned about her in the short time I've known her is that she's ready for it all. She's ready to dig in, she's ready to work her ass off, she's ready to be the best. And finally, backstage news on Carlito's return. Our final story today takes a look at the WWE return of Carlito. Carlito made his highly anticipated return to WWE last night as he assisted the LWO in defeating Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. PW Insiders reporting that the former IC champion was re-signed to WWE over the summer and will be on SmackDown moving forward. WWE have even released a brand new t-shirt for the talented star, so they're looking to take his comeback rather seriously. Are you guys excited to see Carlito back in WWE? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.